Give it a little try. That is delicious. The chocolate on top is slightly hard, but not too hard. It's actually quite easy to cut into. So that's good. And the centre is creamy and the base is crunchy. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you're new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and in today's video I want to share with you how to make my delicious raw vegan chocolate caramel slice. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make a raw vegan chocolate caramel slice. So this recipe is really easy to do, and this is a recipe, well, I used to make something similar. I used to make cheesecakes like this, which people used to love, and they were raw and vegan and people really enjoyed them. So I thought I'd try and make this into a caramel slice today. I've never done this before, so this is my first attempt, so wish me luck. The first thing I've done for this recipe is I have a baking tray here with some greaseproof paper in it, and I've put the greaseproof paper in it just so that the cake slides off slightly easier. This is a sort of baking tray, a square baking tray that lifts through. I can't remember what you call them now, but anyway, so it's one that lifts off, so hopefully everything will come out really easily. So next I have about 150 grams of pecans here, and I have about 8 to 10 dates, which I think is about 150 grams as well. And I'm just going to pop these into my food processor. So what I'm doing now is I'm making the base for this cake, for this caramel slice. So next I have about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil that I'm just going to pop in as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend all of these ingredients together until they form like a dough ball. It doesn't have to be exact. You want the pecans to become crummy and the dates to sort of stick together. So as I said, I'm just going to blend all of these ingredients together. I've blended those until I've got a crummy mixture that will hopefully stick down in the base of this tin. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop this mixture into the base of the tin like so, and I'm going to pat it down until it's evenly spread across the base like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the fridge for a good half an hour while I make the topping for this. So I'm going to, next part I'm going to make the topping. So I'm just going to pat this down like so until it is as evenly spread as possible basically. It doesn't need to be an exact science, but as evenly as possible is good. So I've just patted that down like so, and now, as I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this into the fridge for about half an hour, I'd say, or until it goes nice and hard. Now I'm going to make the filling for the caramel slice. So for this I have soaked some cashew nuts overnight in some coconut water. Normally I would do this in oat milk, but I thought for a change I'd try coconut water and see how it works out. So I basically weighed out my cashew nuts, and then I just filled the bowl until the cashew nuts were covered in the coconut water, and I'm going to pour everything into the blender like so. And then here I have about 8 to 10, I think it's about 8 dates. They were quite big dates, so that's probably about 150 grams of dates, and I'm just going to put those in as well. And then here I have about 50 grams of coconut oil. It's not hot in the UK, it's actually really cold, so that's why the coconut oil looks like this at the moment. And I also have about 2 tablespoons of coconut cream as well that I put in. And now what I'm going to do is just add a little pinch of salt as well, just to keep it fresh basically. I've noticed with cashew nuts they tend to go off quite quickly. And I'm just going to put the lid on, and I'm going to blend all of these ingredients until they are smooth. I've blended these ingredients until they are smooth-ish, and I have also taken the baking tray out of the fridge, and the base has hardened. So what I'm going to do is is I am going to just put the topping that is now smooth on top of the base. So I'm just going to pour this topping over the top, and I'm going to spread it across the base as evenly as I can. And then once everything is even, I will pop it back into the fridge for a good half an hour to an hour, I'd say. And then the final bit is I'm going to put a nice bit of chocolate on the top. So I'm going to melt down some chocolate and put some coconut oil in it, and I will spread that across the top. And that, my friends, will be this done. But it looks absolutely amazing right now. I'd forgotten how, I haven't made one of these for ages, so I've forgotten how good they actually look when they're done. I've made similar cheesecakes to this, so I've made it with cashew nuts, and I've made a berry one and a strawberry one. If I can find those recipes, I will link them in the description box below for you. They are delicious, I have to say. I'm not sure if I've made those for this channel yet or not. I have the recipes on my blog, but I don't know if I've made them for my channel. So maybe when summer comes and the weather is a bit warmer, I will make a cheesecake recipe. So yes, anyway, I've spread that as evenly as I can across the base. So as you can see there, and I'm going to pop this into the fridge for a good half an hour until the topping is solid like the base was. The caramel slice has been in the fridge for about half an hour. The topping is still slightly soft, but I'm still going to go ahead and add the chocolate. So what I've done is I've got myself a stainless steel bowl, and I've put that onto a small saucepan, and I'm just going to fill that with some boiling water. Not too much, just enough to cover the base and a little bit extra. And then I'm going to turn the hob on to a high heat. I'm going to put the bowl back on, and then here I have about 70 grams of chocolate, and I'm just going to add that to the base of the pan. And I've also got some coconut cream as well, and I'm going to pop the coconut cream in as well. And the coconut cream is to try and keep the chocolate a bit soft. I'm going to need to store this in the fridge, so I'm going to need to keep the chocolate a bit soft and not too hard, so you can cut it easily. So I just thought I'd add a little bit of coconut cream to it. And then I'm just going to mix these ingredients together until the chocolate has melted and the coconut cream is absorbed in as well, as mixed in. I've finished making the topping. It seemed to have congealed a little bit, the chocolate and the coconut cream, but I'm sure once I get it in the fridge it'll be fine. And as you can see, I've taken the salted caramel slice out of the fridge, and I'm just going to spread the chocolate over the top as evenly as I can. We have to have a bit of chocolate, it being Easter soon, don't we? So I'm just going to spread this as evenly as I can over the top, and then I will put it back into the fridge, and I will show you the results at the end. And I will also try a little bit and let you know how it tastes. I'm sure it's going to be delicious though. It looks really delicious. I've actually taken the base out for a minute or so, and it did look really nice. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. So I'm just going to keep spreading this over the top, and then I'll pop it in the fridge, and I will let you know how it tastes once it is completely cooled and the chocolate is slightly solid again. The cheesecake has been sitting in the fridge for a good half an hour, and I'm just going to lift it out, and I'm going to put it onto my chopping board. It still has the base on it. I think I might be able to, no, I'm going to leave that on there, I think. I'm just going to leave that like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just simply going to slice this. It's not as solid as I would have liked it to be, but it is still cuttable, and that's perfect basically. So I probably would have liked it a bit more solid, so maybe if you're making it, I would suggest using a little bit more coconut oil. So I'm just going to slice it like so, and then what I'm going to do is I will serve some, and I will let you know how it tastes. But I have to say, I can't smell it, well I can smell the chocolate, but it looks amazing, I have to say. Round the bottom looks brilliant, so I'm really pleased with that. I'm going to try some now and let you know how it tastes. As I said, it looked really good, so I thought I'd just give it a little try. That is delicious. The chocolate on top is slightly hard, but not too hard. It's actually quite easy to cut into. So that's good. And the centre is creamy and the base is crunchy. That's really nice. Well, I'm really looking forward to having a slice of this with a cup of tea this afternoon. That's how you make my delicious raw vegan chocolate caramel slice, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be having a slice of this with a cup of tea this afternoon, and I can't wait. It tasted so good. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon.